For years, tension between Israel, United States, and Iran has been building. It didn't start yesterday. It didn't start this year. It goes back decades. Different governments, different wars, different alliances. But recently, those tensions turned into direct military strikes. So the big question is simple. Why? Why are Israel and the United States attacking Iran? Let's break it down, slowly, clearly, without hype. A rivalry decades in the making. Before 1979, Iran and Israel were not enemies. That changed after the Iranian Revolution. Iran's new leadership became strongly opposed to Israel's existence. Since then, Iran has supported armed groups in the region that oppose Israel. Israel sees that as a direct threat. Meanwhile, the United States has remained Israel's strongest military ally. Over time, this created a triangle of tension: Iran versus Israel, Israel backed by the United States, and decades of distrust in between. The nuclear issue. The biggest concern today is nuclear capability. Iran says its nuclear program is for peaceful energy purposes. Israel and the United States say they fear Iran could eventually build a nuclear weapon. In 2015, a deal was signed to limit Iran's nuclear development. In 2018, the United States withdrew from that agreement. After that, limits weakened, inspections became more complicated, enrichment levels increased, talks restarted, talks failed, talks stalled again. And with diplomacy fading, military options moved closer to the table. Why the strikes happened now? According to Israeli and U.S. officials, the strikes were described as preventative. The goal, they say, was to slow down Iran's nuclear and missile development. They also claim they targeted military infrastructure they believed posed a future threat. Iran strongly denies planning an attack. Iran calls the strikes aggression. So now we have two narratives. One side says defense, the other says violation. And in conflicts like this, the truth often depends on perspective. The bigger regional picture. This isn't just about three countries. Iran has influence across the Middle East. Israel has security concerns on multiple borders. The United States has military bases and allies in the region. There are also shipping routes, energy markets, global trade. If tension rises in this region, oil prices react, markets react, governments react. That's why the world is watching closely, because escalation doesn't stay local for long. What each side wants. Israel says its main objective is security. It wants to prevent what it sees as an existential threat. The United States says it wants to stop nuclear expansion and protect its allies. Iran says it wants sovereignty respected and denies seeking nuclear weapons. Behind all of this are deeper goals: influence, deterrence, power balance. And none of these are easy to untangle. What happens next? Right now, the situation remains tense. Military action creates pressure. Pressure creates retaliation risks, and retaliation can create escalation. Diplomacy could return, or tensions could rise further. History shows that conflicts like this rarely resolve overnight. But one thing is certain: this isn't a random clash. It's the result of decades of mistrust, failed negotiations, security fears, and regional power struggles. And the next move could shape the Middle East for years to come. If you enjoyed this journey through history, there's more waiting for you. Please like the video, and also do not forget to subscribe to the channel and join us as we uncover more stories that time almost forgot.